we're joined by Shopify Rebellion, who are coming off of their match against Team Liquid. We'll begin with questions from the on-site media and then move to those of you joining us remotely. Zach, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, thank you. Firstly, guys, really well played today. Commiserations on the loss. My question is to Mel. I noticed that you were saying something to Daiki after the game ended. So I was just curious what you were telling her because it seemed very emotional, and I would really like to know what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably talk to her about it more later tonight. I'm just telling her she played phenomenal this event, this series. She called amazing, played amazing. I mean, very deserving of the MVP award, clearly. And I said, take this momentum and fucking make it the challengers. I feel like they have reached that level. I think they can really make that push and break that barrier, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you. We'll go next to Sierra.
Yes, hello, Sierra Zobi, freelance esport commentator from NA. This question go to Mel or to FEs. I feel like a big swing point in the series was obviously you guys being up 9-3 on Bind, a map that you had not played in over a year. I was just curious what the preparation looked like for that map, considering you probably didn't expect to hopefully even be playing it in this tournament with an upper bracket run, and what you maybe would have done differently.
I honestly, we don't really think about Bind, to be honest. Like this was probably the most fun we've had in a while playing defense side Bind. It was funny, and like I don't think we walked out of that game really feeling anything. Like this one in our head was going to be a loss, and it was actually much closer than we thought because we hadn't played that map in like 2 years, and then we got 10 rounds, and we're like in our head, we're like, if anything, they're the ones tilted, you know. I think the turning point was more Pearl than Bind. I don't think Bind was a turning point at all in the series, to be honest with you. I think we kind of had to close out Pearl, and then we just didn't. So Bind had nothing to do with it.
24 hours ago, I was saying I'm a lock Phoenix.
Why didn't you?
It's a great question for Loic.
Gulp.
Thank you. We'll go next to Inez.
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm Ines, coming for Remake. So commiserations on the loss, everyone. You guys still gave us like an amazing match to watch, and we're all looking forward to seeing you play again next year. My first question would be towards like the players, like the 5 of you. If he said yesterday during the press conference that you've all had a really intense year. Despite the loss, are you still satisfied of your journey this year? And would you follow the same tracks if you had a chance to start over?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making challenges was probably the happiest day of my year.
Thank you so much. Can I have a follow-up?
Please.
So it's gonna be a really simple question for this one. 2026 is coming very soon. So like we're expecting you guys to at least take a break, I hope. What's the next goal for your team and what's the next step for you?
Take a break. That is a goal in itself. We are bad at taking those. We're just not very good at it. So actually taking the time off and spending time with our loved ones.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, guys. Oh, sorry. Go for it. No, go for it.
You got gagged.
Go for it. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think we're probably going to need some time to collect our thoughts and figure out what we even want to do. At this point, we've just been so locked in, like, I have no idea.
All right. I hope to see you guys again in VCL. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go next to Miguel.
Well, thank you so much. Hello, my name is Miguel Soriano for Sons of KS in Latin America. And I'd like to congratulate you all for having a great year. I know this was not the result you expected, but nevertheless, I mean, all of your effort, all of your passion, all of everything you put in it gave you this grand final, and you gave us a great grand final. My question would be for Mel. We've seen past year a transition from Game Changers to Tier 1 on EMEA. Thinking about of the talent you've seen on this competition and this championship, who would you say? I would like you to pick 5 players from the teams you've seen on this competition, and maybe those 5 players, in which team would you put them on Tier 1?
Whoa. That's a big ask, I'm not gonna lie. My thoughts are quite cloudy right now. It's kind of hard for me to even remember all the teams that were playing at this event. I mean, first and foremost, I'm obviously gonna root for my teammates. Like, I'm gonna put them before anyone else at this tournament. I've just played with them and I've seen, their thought process on the game and how much they've improved this year. So if I had to pick 5, absolutely, it would be my teammates. Sorry, my thoughts are quite cloudy right now. I can't really think of the best answer.
No,
Oh,
it's okay.
actually, I
Thank
will
you.
say, to revisit something I said earlier, when asked about like who the role model is for GC, and I answered Daiki, I meant that earnestly and honestly. I think that there has been like a Brazilian IGL shortage, and we've seen that with the teams like Furia and Loud and so on and so forth. Like having that homegrown talent, and I think she's right there. I felt like today it was very difficult for me to play against her, both from individual level and also a macro level. She works extremely hard. She does not settle for this. I know she's going to try even harder next year to get into challengers, and that's someone that comes to the forefront of my mind besides my teammates.
Thank you so much. And I know there's going to be a lot more that we're going to see from you next year. So thank you.
Hopefully, thank you.
혹시 현장에 계신 한국 기자님들 질문 있으시면 손을 들어주시면 감사하겠습니다.
예, 감사합니다. 웨이브진의 이광선이라고 합니다. 이번 시즌 경기가 썩 만족스럽지는 않았을 것 같은데 어떤 점에서 보완이 필요할지 주장께서 말씀해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 감독님, 주장.
So either Mel or the coach, I guess I'm pretty sure you were not very satisfied with today's result. What could you say you could improve from today's match?
To be honest, it's not really about today. I think today we were put in a very bad spot from the get-go. I think what hurt us the most is like it's hard to think about it now, but I think what really hurt us the most is the loss that we had 2 days ago in the upper bracket against them. We take a lot of risk by having a map we just don't play, and then the second you have a second other map that's like a bit shaky, then if you end up in a spot like this, you don't have like any room for error. So there's a lot of things that I personally could have done way better for that first game that like I just kind of did not. And I think a lot of it is on me for that first game that we lost against them. Stuff that could have just been improved without even having that loss. So it's a lot of like in-game stuff that don't really matter. But like, well, I'm gonna keep for myself. But there's a lot of things that were not working and going into that game, and I kind of did nothing about it. So a lot of it is on me. And then going into today's game, like I said, like we have a map that we don't play, so we're almost like down 0-1 instantly. And then another map we're not really great at. So yeah, it puts us in a really bad spot. I don't think anything I learned from today. It's more about the loss that we had in the upper bracket that hurts the most.
네. 뭐 오늘 경기라기보다는 이틀 전에 승자조 결승에서 져서 오늘 이런 상황에 오게 된 게 제일 힘들었다고 하네요. 왜냐면은 패자조를 통해서 결승에 올라왔을 때 승자에게 주어지는 그 맵밴의 이득이 저희 팀에서 저희 팀이 준비하고 있는 방향에서 일단 맵 하나는 준비가 아예 안 돼 있었고 다른 하나의 맵도 조금 애매한 상황이었어가지고 그런 맵들을 밴을 하지 못하고 플레이를 하게 되어서 그런 부분에서 준비가 잘 안 됐고 이것 외에도 이런저런 많은 문제점들이 이틀 전 승자조 결승에서 있었지만 그런 부분들을 알고 있었음에도 코치님, 감독님이 제대로 준비가 조금 부족했다고 해서 그런 부분들은 감독님이 잘못이고 그런 부분들 때문에 오늘 이런 상황에 놓이게 됐고 결승전에서 못하는 맵을 플레이하면은 어쨌든 0대1로 시작하는 거나 다름없기 때문에 이런저런 상황들에 놓여서 그런 부분들이 제일 어려웠다고 대답하셨습니다.
Thank you. And we have one more question from Leah from Esports Insider.
Hello, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. This is Leah from Esports Insider. Commiserations on the loss. I think everyone agrees you put up a really good fight today. My question goes to Doronat, because previously you have mentioned how much it meant to you to have this opportunity to play with Shopify. So I was wondering if you would like to reflect on the season with the team and what you have learned the most playing with them and the moments you're proudest of.
I mean, okay, my thoughts are a little blurry right now, but all I can say is I have no regrets playing with them. And I think we worked really hard, all of us, throughout the entire year. And I don't think this BO5 like really showed how good we are and how hard we worked to get here. And yeah, there's not like one thing that I learned from them. I think there's like so many things that I learned that I can't really think on top of my head, but it definitely shows in my performance throughout the year that I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I really appreciate your answer, and I wish you all, everyone, best of luck for whatever you plan to do next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shopify, this will conclude the press conference. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.